As a young chef, I was told if you can make pie, you'll always have friends. This week, a subscriber got in touch and said, make me a pie that's £4 in weight, feeds 8 people, and costs less than £10. I said, challenge accepted. Hey everyone, how's it going out there? Good to see you. Welcome back to my channel, Chef Archie's Easy Recipes. And thanks for joining me for today's massive video presentation. One of my amazing subscribers from Worcestershire, Richard, got in touch and said, can you make me a pie for my family for less than £10 and I want beef in it? I said, yeah, no problem. Hang on, he said, there's 8 of us. Wow, okay. So I did it. I made a huge pie that weighs £4 in weight. I used beef, carrots, peas, onions, mixed herbs, tomato paste. I used beef dripping because I want a great gravy in the pie. And I've also used some simple commercial beef stock. It's absolutely sensational. It's a great pie. It costs less than £10 to feed 8 people. Very generous portions because, like I said, it's £4 in weight. And I'm going to make the filling now and show you exactly how to do it. All the costs are in the description box below, and the prices I've paid rather are just from regular supermarkets here in the UK. Let's crack on, shall we? I'll talk about the pastry shortly, but it's the filling we're making at the moment. So we're on a budget, so we're looking to make a simple, basic meat and vegetable filling. Onions, carrots, beef dripping, mixed herbs, saute in the pan for about 10 minutes on a medium heat until everything changes colour and they begin to soften. Then we're going to throw in about £1.5 pounds of minced beef if you're in the UK, and our friends across the pond call it ground beef. And don't forget, all my costings are in the description below. I've got a splash of Worcestershire sauce going in there, and now all we're going to do is to crush all the beef up as best we can. Use a spoon, use a wooden spoon, use a fork like we have there. Throw in a tablespoon of tomato paste, mix that through, and I'm putting in 3 tablespoons of water, and I'm going to put my lid on over a medium heat. I'm going to forget about it for 10 minutes. And once the 10 minutes is up, you'll see all the meat should have cooked through. Okay, so now give it a stir just to make sure everything's nicely cooked. Now I'm going to throw in my flour. Got about 3 heaped tablespoons of flour here. Turn the heat off. Mix the flour into our solids until you can no longer see the flour and everything starts leaving the sides of the pan, exactly like that. Once that's happened, we can throw in the first batch of beef stock. I'm going to put the beef stock in 2 quantities here. So add the first lot, mix it in with a wooden spoon until you can no longer see any liquid and things have started to bubble away and sizzle away. Nice and easy, really, really basic this is. And we're on a medium heat, by the way. The rest of the beef stock goes in. I'm using a simple commercial beef stock. All the ingredients and quantities, everything you need is in the description box below. Click on the word more to expand. Mix that wonderful beef stock in with our meat, get it sizzling away. Now we're going to pop the lid back on, turn it right down and forget about it for a further 10 minutes. Okay, now it should be cooked beautifully. Everything's cooked, lots of flavours, simple flavours going on. Throw the frozen peas in, stir those through for about a minute or 2. Now I'm going to put in some salt and pepper. Don't forget to have a taste and check it. Stir that in as well. And that is our filling. That's as easy as it comes. It's so basic and it's so reasonably priced too. Right, once you've made the filling, we're going to reserve this for at least 4 hours. I like to do it the day before. It's entirely up to you what you do. You need the filling to be cold and solid. So maybe cool it down for an hour and then chuck it in the fridge for 3 or 4 hours. Like I said, I like to do the filling day 1 and my pastry, my pies on day 2. Right, we're going to make the pastry in the food processor. Right, this is really easy. It'll take you about 90 seconds. Any food processor is great, but you'll need to use the blade attachment. I'm using a Magimix. They are amazing. I've got some flour. I think there's 500 grams of flour. That's regular flour. And then I've got 125 grams of butter, 125 grams of lard, and I've got a very generous pinch of salt. Okay, let's get the lid on, lock that in, pulse it for about 70 seconds only. That's all this machine takes to make this pastry. And don't forget, this is about a 2-pound batch of pastry. Okay, once it's resembled breadcrumbs, and you can see the colour, and you can see all the flour and the fats have incorporated into each other, resulting in this lovely breadcrumb mass. And just to demonstrate the breadcrumbs, there they are. Look, can you see them? Perfect breadcrumb consistency. Right, back on with the lid, lock it in, get some ice cold water, about 110 ml of ice cold water goes in now. All the measurements and quantities are in the description box. I really should get a script. Pulse it for about a minute until the flour comes into a ball and leaves the sides of your plastic bowl, exactly like that. These machines are bloody amazing. Okay, that's the pastry. I'm going to chuck that in the fridge for a good couple of hours before I start making my pie. Can you see the wonderful cakey consistency? We're going to have a lovely crumbly pastry. That cakey consistency is what you're looking to achieve. So that's our pastry, all done and ready for the fridge. And there's the cat, hoping for a treat. Right, couple of hours later, let's split the pastry in half. And then I'm just going to sprinkle some flour on my surface. I'm going to roll it out. I like to do a couple of rolls, turn it round, a couple of rolls, turn it round. That way, what we get is an equal thickness. You're never going to get it spot on unless you use some of these gimmicks and some of these gadgets they have these days, and they are very good. But if you just roll it out a few times and then move it around, keep moving it around. Okay, there's my pie tin. Just want to make sure it's big enough. Okay. The last of the rolling goes on. Nice and gentle handling the pastry. Okay, roll the pastry over the rolling pin. Bring our pie tin in to place and just gently pop it on top of the pie tin. Now lift the pastry from the sides. As you lift it, press it in to the pie tin. Nice and gently, take your time, there's no rush at all. And once you've done that, we're going to then confirm that pressing by going around in a circle with our fingers, exactly like you see me doing there. And there's lots of different ways of pressing that pastry down, but this is just the way I do it. Once I've done that, I want to trim off my surplus pastry. Nice and gentle. And all the measurements of the pie tins I'm using, or the pie tin, I'm just using one, is in the description below. Okay, here's our wonderful minced beef, ground beef and vegetable pie filling that's now completely solid because it's been in the fridge overnight. Pack that pie. Pack it. Once it's packed in, let's brush the rim with some water. Just a little tiny bit. Doing my utmost here not to get my hand in front of the camera. Okay, once that's done, the other half of the pastry, once again, a few rolls, move it around, a few rolls with the rolling pin, move it around. Keep moving the pastry around if you can. That's it. Just make sure it's big enough, get the pie there. Just to gauge it. Now roll the pastry on the rolling pin like we did with the base and gently just roll it over the top of the pie. Nice and easy. I'm going to do about 8 little thumb marks just to get my pastry in place. And once it's in place, I can then trim off my surplus from the lid with my knife. Now I'm going to just do a little bit of crimping with a couple of thumbs and a couple of index fingers, pushing and bringing them in. And you just get a really nice old-fashioned, quite a pretty crimping edge around the pie, around the outside of the pie. I'm going to make some nice leaves now. Just a piece of pastry that we've got left over, rolled out to a rectangle. Take a couple of V's and just make a couple of leaves with it. With your fingers, just crimp the edge, nice sharp point. Brush with some egg yolk pop our leaves on top of the pie. Try and be as artistic as possible. I'm not a great artist, but I can cook. Brush it really liberally with egg yolk, as much as you possibly can. Get loads on there. And I like to put a few lines on the leaves. My mum used to love putting lines on the leaves to make them look really, rustic and autumnal. Beautifully decorative things going on with pastry. There's some brilliant artists out there. I'm quite basic, but I love it. I'm just going to stab my pastry with the fork about 8 to 9 times, and then I'm going to sprinkle some salt and pepper on top. It's going to go in the oven for about an hour on 180C or 355F, and it's bloody perfect. Get it out. Look at that. Don't you just think that looks amazing? The egg yolk gives us that fabulous brown, shiny sheen on the pie. And I love a little bit of salt and pepper on the top there, just to enhance the appearance. And there's just something wholesome, something homely about a pie, a family-sized pie. I mean, look at it. Let's cut it, shall we? And I have to be so careful because I can't tell you how many pies I've broken by being too damn quick when I cut the pie. Right, let's get a piece out and let's see exactly. I mean, this pie has cooled down for a couple of hours. Let me just emphasize that. Okay, how about this? Let's slice it on. This is the money shot, as they say. Get that pie on my plate. How about that? What a picture. What an absolute gem. That there is absolutely spectacular. Get the gravy on, get the mashed potato on the table, a few buttered greens or even some peas. A perfect family dinner any time of the year. It's my beef and vegetable family-sized pie for under £10, everyone. And Richard from Worcestershire, the subscriber who set me this challenge, my friend, you owe me a large gin and tonic. Hey everyone, if you've enjoyed watching the video, please smash that like button. It's huge for us. Anything you have to say about what you've seen, please drop me a comment below. I will respond to every single comment that's left. Share this with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. We're always looking to spread the joy of amazing food. Well, just look at that pie. I'm gonna get stuck right into it. I have 2 pieces.